Thank you for coming to the 4th annual Backstage Ball. My name is Justin Schoen. I am the current president of the Des Moines Music Coalition, and we appreciate you coming. This is a benefit for the Greater Des Moines Music Coalition, so thank you very much. Thank you for letting us host it here. Valor Ballroom has been here for ages, and we hope it's here for ages to come. We have three individuals, one entity that we really want to thank tonight for their support of the Des Moines music scene and all they've done to help music and progress what we're doing here with the Greater Des Moines Music Coalition.
Very nice. Hi, everybody. My name's Chris Ford. Are you having an okay time? All right. Hey, it's special. I'm glad that you all are able to come to an event like this and support the Music Coalition in this way. It's important to have this backup so that we can, give the shows to everybody out there we can make those tickets as cheap as possible and get as many people as possible to 80/35 and gross domestic product and all those things. So, this small group of people here really helps support that big group of people that gets to go to all those things throughout the year. So, thank you very much. All right, moving on. Every year, Des Moines Music Coalition recognizes some super awesome musicians that are working in the Central Iowa music scene. And the way that they get picked is through nominations for people that are doing positive things in the music scene and really fostering collaboration and promotion and inclusivity. There's a lot of people out there doing that right now, and it means the world to the up-and-coming musicians to have those opportunities instead of feel like they're competing with the other musicians in the scene. There's two groups that are doing that in particular that we want to recognize tonight. The first one is right here. We got Chris Lyng and Nate Logsdon. These guys are good friends of mine, and I'm honored to be friends of theirs. They lead the band Mumfords, and maybe you've seen them at 80/35. And they also are the directors of Maximum Ames Music Festival up in Ames, and they're making that happen. They brought Wanda Jackson and Jeff Mangum last year, and those guys are just doing as much as they can to make people feel the love. So I want to introduce to you Chris Lyng and Nate Logsdon. Go stand over there. Look at those beautiful guys. All right. It's a good-looking guys. These guys are part of the future of our community. All right. DJ Tone Zone, back it down for me, brother. All right. So these guys are working out of Ames, but they're also doing a lot in Des Moines and just unifying the central music community. The next person we want to recognize from the music community in particular is Mark Andersen, but that's only his fake name. Stay seated, brother. His stage name is Marco Battaglia, and he heads the band Dark Mirror. And what Mark has been doing is he's been working specifically in the metal scene here he's been promoting a ton of shows, bringing in bands together, putting a lot of bands together and giving a lot of opportunities. And that scene in particular has seen a lot of love from Marco, and he was the most nominated person this year. When we put out the call, we got dozens of nominations in for Marco, particularly from the people that are going to those shows and playing in those bands. So we can't say enough for our main man, Marco Battaglia, right here of Dark Mirror. All right.
Oh, well, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's here and everyone who has supported our efforts over the past few years and the scene that we've been able to develop in Ames and Des Moines, working with so many different people, would really not even be feasible or be something that people would take seriously without something like the Des Moines Music Coalition that puts on signature events that people can point to and say, these kind of things happen in our community. 80/35, I've been to that. I've seen my favorite bands playing in these events that they've put on. And so the Des Moines Music Coalition has created a cultural environment where things like Mumfords and Maximum Ames can even exist, and so it's a huge honor to be representing them here and to be represented by them here. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks a lot to everybody who's here. It's all these people that make this great kind of stuff happen, and we we kind of get pointed to as promoting inclusivity and collaboration a lot, and it already existed before Nate and I started promoting that through Maximum Aims, and so we wouldn't be able to do that stuff without all these great people here, so thank you.
Well, thank you. It was actually quite a surprise when I got the message, so it's very much appreciated. And I know in probably just the last 4 or 5 years, I've seen everyone that got nominated out and about at shows around the region, and you know, seen their name all over the place. So they're all very well deserved. I can tell that. And basically, just in the last 4 or 5 years, it's been a lot nicer place to put on shows, promote shows, play music, and in big part to the Des Moines Music Coalition. So that and some of my favorite bands that I've seen in the Midwest played at like their Little Big Fest. That was excellent. So thank you very much, and party on.
Hi there, everyone. Thank you for coming and supporting the music community. When we did this about 3 years ago, we wanted to honor people that work in the music industry and make a difference in Des Moines. So tonight I'm presenting to a few people that they write for print and also online, and they do a great job of communicating new shows, things that are happening, and they're integral to a good music scene and a good music community. So can we bring up Joe Lawler, from music writer for Juice and the Des Moines Register, Chad Taylor, music writer for City View, and Dave Murphy, blogger for Iowa Waves and Des Moines Is Not Boring.
Well, first of all, thank you for this. This is, you know, it's humbling, especially for someone like myself who's only been doing this for a short period of time. When you make the decision to write about music, or really anything that involves people's passions and art and love, you take on an understanding that everything you write is probably going to piss off about half the people who read it. And the kicker is that if you do your job right, if you're true to your calling, which half you piss off is going to change from day to day. Which means that on a long enough timeline, every person out here will have a bone to pick with all three of us. And I believe that's a vital thing for us to do, because we don't want to have a consensus in everything that we say. Because what we're saying is, like I said, talking about passions and love and art, and all those things are vital. And each and every one of you out there really deserves one of these more than we do. Because what we do as writers, we traffic in platitudes. You know, we're commentarians. You guys are the ones out there that are making this happen every day. You're the ones we're writing about, the ones that we're talking about, the ones that people care about. And so I want to say thank you for being here, for supporting local music, and for loving this city. Thanks.
I just want to say thanks to Des Moines Music Coalition for putting me in a group with people that I actually think are, like, not even just to throw out the word, but like legit heroes. Like, I read Joe and Chad every week, every day, and crib notes, and so to actually be considered in their class is really kind of inspiring. And then somehow to like throw me in with Nate and Chris and Marco and Becky, like I'm somehow in their league, is really cool. So thanks to everybody at DMMC, Amadeo, Justin, Anne Klein, who is just my favorite person in the world, and Jill and Becky and everybody. When I was like 15, I used to get into a fight with a friend of my mom's, and his go-to line was always, "You're gonna be in Des Moines the rest of your life." Like, that was his put down. And, you know, at that time I was always like, "Nuh-uh, no way, man, no way, I'm gonna get out of here." But like, suddenly we live in a town where you can do whatever you want and like make it. You know what I mean? Like, that's really cool. So thanks to everybody for being cool. Thank you.
I just wanted to say thanks, and normally I write and I don't speak in front of big groups of people, so I'll try and keep this short, but thanks to the Des Moines Music Coalition and both the wonderful people I'm being recognized with, and I also want to thank Kyle Munson, who had the job before I did and gave me plenty of opportunities to finally step up and fill his shoes, and just thanks to everyone out there.
Hello, I have the pleasure of awarding Becky Migas the Volunteer of the Year Award. Becky has been involved with the Music Coalition since early 2010, and when she first got involved, I got really excited because anytime we can get another volunteer to kind of help out with the workload is very good for all of us. So she brings many years of experience. Her day job is at Hoyt Sherman, and she's the kind of girl where she'll work all day at Hoyt Sherman, and then she comes home and sits on her computer all night and helps plan events like Gross Domestic Product, Little Big Fest, and has been a big contributor with 8035 as well. And one of the really great things about the Music Coalition is all of these volunteers that are helping make these events happen. And Becky has been a really huge part of that. And through her committee with working through the events and festivals, she's really been able to bring in a ton more volunteers and have it be this collaborative atmosphere. And you know, she is someone that really inspires me because she has just got such a crazy work ethic, and she is so friendly and so bubbly. She's the kind of girl that is the last to leave an event to make sure everything is done, and the one that you're getting emails for at midnight. You know, she's just one of those girls, and I've been able to, you know, have a really great friendship with her over the years as well. So, Becky.
Need to grow a little. Well, thank you so much for everything to everybody, to the Music Coalition. This is such an honor. You know, I don't do it for the recognition, I do it because I love it, and it's just a huge passion of mine. My committee that I worked with, they were so fantastic. These poor guys would get about 50 emails from me between midnight and 1 in the morning, and I think I'd get about 2 responses back out of all the emails. But thanks for bearing with me, guys. You guys are great. Couldn't do it without you guys. And just thanks to everybody. Thanks to Amadeo. I don't know if he's still around, but you know, he was a huge influence in really getting me going to working with the committee and being part of the events and festivals.
8035, which is our signature event that hopefully everyone in this room has been to. There's one entity in particular that has been most important to 8035, and without that entity, the event would not exist today. They granted us a group of, I guess I like to call it ragtag people 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. $100,000 our first year, and then another $50,000 the second year, towards the foundation of an event that would put Des Moines on the map as a signature music festival coordinated by over 400 volunteers per year, and it's flourished because of that. So I'd like to invite up Kara Hayden from the Greater Des Moines Community Foundation. They have been spectacular in terms of supporting Des Moines music. I have a few notes. I'm just going to check my notes here. Since the first year, they have been a huge part of it, and they were founded in 1969. The Community Foundation promotes charitable giving, connects donors and causes they care about, and provides leadership on community issues. So thank you so much.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here with you. I have the honor of chairing the board for our community foundation. And I just want to say that the Community Foundation is extremely proud of its partnership with the Des Moines Music Coalition. And to all of you, thank you for your leadership. It takes a lot to pull off all the events, and it is absolutely excellent for our community. Thanks to you who financially support the Des Moines Music Coalition. And, you know, we understand it, right? You are responsible for the vibrancy of our music scene. And we just want to thank you, we at the Community Foundation, myself, thank you for making what I think is just an awesome community even greater for all of us to live here. So thank you for this. I'll take it back to Finkbein and we'll all celebrate it at the Community Foundation and be thankful for our partnership.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.